The Integrated Assessment and Management of the Gulf of Mexico Large Marine Ecosystem Project, a binational long-term partnership that began in 2009 between Mexico and the United States, emphasizes multi-institutional regional collaboration. The large marine ecosystem approach pursues a paradigm shift in the management of oceans and coasts to address transboundary issues and develop actions to improve social welfare, economic growth, and environmental health. The Gulf of Mexico LME project has undertaken this endeavor with participation of scientists, experts, managers, stakeholders, and audiences at large from both countries. The outstanding results that the project has achieved in nearly 5 years of work highlight addressing the oil spill caused by the BP-managed Deepwater Horizon platform blowout in 2010. The Gulf of Mexico LME project proved its value and potential for collaboration by taking a proactive, timely intervention during the oil spill contingency, providing advice to the Mexican government, and establishing effective communication links with agencies of the United States. Consolidating a binational monitoring workgroup. Work is being enhanced with public health labs in all Mexican Gulf coastal states and several academic institutions in both countries. Topics related to pollution, observation, and monitoring of the Gulf of Mexico's ocean and coastal conditions are being addressed, in particular the Gulf Coastal Observing System and the harmful algal blooms and red tide integrated observing system. Pilot projects in Laguna de Términos. Restoring coastal and marine ecosystems. Our mangrove restoration pilot project relies on a proven methodology to restore the hydrological functions in degraded mangrove sites through a process of opening channels to recover the hydrological conditions of 1,300 hectares of mangrove in Laguna de Términos, and funds are available to cover an additional 5,000 hectares through the active participation of the community of Isla Aguada. Both countries work together to share experiences and information to establish strategic actions towards ecological restoration in the long run. Close coordination with different government agencies and academic institutions has been established. Living marine resources. Alternative economic activities such as the production of handcrafts and ecotourism, birdwatching, dolphin, manatee, and mangrove tours have been promoted in order to contribute with the conservation of such species. Training and guidance have been offered to service providers so that they can conduct such alternative activities in a sustainable fashion. The local economic activity has been boosted, improving the community's social structure. Synergies and collaboration amongst different institutions regarding research, management, monitoring, and conservation of marine mammals have been created. Monitoring. Investments have been made on monitoring studies and the generation of robust environmental indicators using international standards. Groups of regional experts have been integrated and local capacities on environmental and ecosystem health have been built. This pilot project has been replicated in 2 other sites of the Gulf of Mexico. Under the same approach, 3 oceanographic campaigns were organized as part of the Mexican response to the BP-managed Macondo well oil spill. Fisheries. The Gulf of Mexico LME project undertakes the assessment of the fishing activity in Laguna de Términos and proposes models on ecosystem-based management and added value of environmental goods and services for a timely and informed decision-making process. Proposing local and regional climate change adaptation strategies. The threats from climate change have been addressed with participation of the 2 nations' federal, state, and community stakeholders. Collaborative models and projects are being developed in coastal communities, emphasizing planning and adaptation exercises, as well as those that increase resilience of coastal communities. Facilitating environmental education and science. Educating our educators, teaching our students, and informing our businesses and citizens are ways we care for the environment. We have carried out environmental education activities in benefit of rural communities through the exchange of experiences. This has paid back in terms of changing attitudes and increasing public participation in the protection of endangered species. Our environmental education program promoted the Environmental Educators Alliance, which was officially created in 2011. Working collaboratively on marine protected areas. To promote ecosystem and biodiversity connectivity of the Gulf of Mexico's natural protected areas, a tri-national marine protected areas network was created. Researchers and government officials from Mexico, Cuba, and the United States participate in this network. A long-term joint work plan including a complementary sister sanctuary network is currently underway. Consortium of Gulf of Mexico Marine Research Institutions. The LME project brought together Mexican and American scientific research institutions into a consortium called CIMAR-GoM. The development of joint research projects will focus on generating regional scientific knowledge and addressing technological development priorities. As a result of these coordinated efforts, the project was the first-place winner of the Gulf Guardian Award in the binational category, granted by the United States Environmental Protection Agency in June 2013. Furthermore, on June 5, 2013, community leader Herminia Rejón became an honors laureate of Semarnat's Ecological Excellence Award, in recognition of her restless efforts in restoring her community's mangroves. Finally, the Strategic Action Program, based on the transboundary diagnostic analysis, has been endorsed by both countries, which represents Mexico's and the United States' high commitment towards a healthy and productive Gulf. We greatly appreciate all government agencies, academic institutions, civil society organizations, and the general public's active engagement during the first phase of the project, which inspires us to move forward and sustain these activities in the long term.